There you go. Okay, we've got you. All right. Good afternoon, evening, kids. Welcome to today's really special landmark edition of the Kong Family Show. This is our 100th episode of actually recording the show. In the beginning, when we first started out, we weren't actually recording the show. We were just having the show on, and my knucklehead, it didn't see any reason to record them. But then I realized, holy moly, I should be recording these. I should be putting these up on YouTube so they can be even more powerful and be shared all over the world. Ricky Bowden, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining in on the 100th show. And so anyway, kids, we are the Kong family, and we have this really simple goal. We just want to change the world. And it's so interesting because Miss Areatha Johnson right here from Clarksville, Tennessee, and her son, Ian, they are really a classic example as to how this company and how we are changing the world, because we're doing it one glass of hydrogen-rich, oxygen-saturated, indubitably hydrating, 9.5 at a time.
Oh, yeah.
One lightning bolt in a box, one incredible guest, and one awesome, fun, entertaining, and educational show at a time. And so today, Areatha is going to actually be coming in on the show from now on the first Thursday of every month. And so we're really excited about that. But for today's show, we wanted to introduce her son, because Aretha's son has a really, really incredible story. In fact, both of them have an amazing story. That these kinds of stories just run rampant throughout the Kong family. And that's what our goal and our dream is to be able to share these kinds of stories with the world, because that's how we're going to change the world. And so, Areatha, how's everything going over there in Tennessee?
Everything's going beautiful.
Awesome. So happy to hear that. And so why don't you tell everybody just a little bit about yourself? You don't need, you've already been on here, so people probably already know how you got involved and that kind of thing. But today we really wanted to talk about Ian, because little Ian Ordaz Johnson, he has an amazing story to tell, and I'm so excited to hear it from him and hear it from you. And quite frankly, this is the kind of thing that changes the world right here. And so what do you want to tell everybody about Ian and your situation with him?
Well, I first let me say, I am Areatha Johnson. I am in Clarksville, Tennessee. I am a mother of one 13-year-old beautiful son, and I am so proud of him. He's grown so much. And I just want to let every parent know that never give up. Never give up into finding solutions for better health, for whatever you want for your children, period. Because where there is a will, there's a way. And I just thank God that I never gave up. And God has really shown me that, being determined and being, just pushing through adversity. I've been through a lot. We've been through a lot, but we've overcame it. And just to keep going. And I am a mother. I'm just sharing my story because I know there's other mothers out there that want to know, want to find out, they're curious about different things that's going on with their children, not knowing what to do. And I can say that there's a solution. And I definitely want to help every parent that is open to learning a new way of thinking and learning a new way of living as well. Because what we are fighting against on a daily basis here is toxins. And they're kind of like trapped in everything, and trapped in the food, it's at the schools, it's everywhere. So I'm thankful for Kangen Water, for the company bringing it to the U.S. First of all. It's been out here for 45 years, so it's not nothing new. You know, it's not new. It's just slowly coming over here to the U.S. to show people that, you know, there is another way of caring for your body. And I'm excited that I've discovered it for my son, and now I get to share it with mothers that who are open-minded, who are interested in learning another way.
Awesome. And so, yeah, I love that. That's great advice, Aretha. That really is. That's something that everybody really needs to pay attention to, because we don't want to give up. Don't give up on anything that you want, whether it's health or wealth or dreams or, you know,
Right.
whatever it is. Don't give up. Keep working at it.
Right.
And the only way you can fail with this company is to quit. But so you ended up getting involved with Kangen Water. How long ago was it again?
It's almost 3 years now.
Almost 3 years. And so what was the situation with Ian when, you know, why don't you give everybody the background on Ian, because I think this is really powerful. We all know that there's a lot of families out there that are suffering with this situation, and they just don't know what to do. And I would really, because from what I understand, what I know about this, it seems to me that there's been tremendous progress as far as he is concerned. And I'd really love to hear that from you, and I'd love to hear him talk about it in however he wants to, because this is super important information. People are out there and they don't know that there's a solution, and we want to help them find that out and find out the truth. So can you give us a little background on you know, where he was and where he is now? And then of course we want to bring him in and introduce him, let everybody see him and hear him, and maybe you can just kind of give us a little heads up on where he was compared to where he is now.
Oh, I can definitely tell you there's a major difference. There's a major difference from when Ian started drinking the water before two and a half years ago. He was very lethargic. I had tried different types of foods. I started buying bottled water because you know, they were saying tap water was so bad. So I was one of those parents that saying, you know, well, I'm not going to drink any tap water. I'm going to go and buy bottled water, not knowing that that was contributing to Ian's, the way he was acting out, which was uncontrollable, because I didn't know at the time that the food and the combination of the water had something to do with his concentration, tiredness, sometimes getting angry, not knowing why. Then I started to get educated. I said, something's not right. And I started to look, and I'm just thankful that I came across Kangen Water. God answered my prayers. And my son, he started drinking the water right away, just like I did. And he saw a tremendous change.
So now, when, because he's 13 now, when did you find out in his life that he had this autistic problem, or you know, this situation?
About 6 years old.
About 6 years old. And
about 6 years
so
old.
what was he like at 6 years old? And you know, what kind of what were you going through for those first, because you're saying, so for like 4 years you knew what the problem was. What was that time period like for you?
It was hard. It was hard. Now there is a scale of autism. You know, there's it's extreme, and landed in the high functioning autism. So he was just first he wasn't very verbal of saying his feelings, his eye contact. You know, he wouldn't have good eye contact. You know, when people would talk, he would always look away. Loud noises also. I could be in the kitchen cooking, might drop a pan or something that would bother him. And I took notice to that. And I started researching. I'm an advocate researcher. And I'm not talking about just Google. I mean, I looked and searched everywhere. And the more I did that, the more things started to come to surface. So he was a child that just, he was my miracle child, first of all. You know, and I wasn't going to stop trying to figure out how the body heals itself, to be honest, because the body does heal itself. And I didn't know how. And really, when I first got Kangen water, we were just drinking it. You know, we was just drinking it and not really just, I understood it, but I didn't know what type of water it was. So I started to get more educated, understanding that it's electrolyzed, reduced water. So that's the big difference in the body. The body is electric, so that's what the body needs in order for it to clean out on a cellular level. That's what a lot of people, you know, are now understanding. It's a different type of water. And the brain itself, where the neurological issue was, that's where the brain needs to be hydrated properly, you know, and that's where the electrolyzed reduced water comes in at. So it made sense after it just made common sense for me to make sure that no matter what, I'm not going to lose my machine. I wasn't really concentrating on making any money for about a year. I was really just, you know, like, you know what, I'm going to get healthy. I'm going to make sure my son drink this water. And when I say make sure, I did just that. He takes his water to school. He don't drink any water up there. I get up. He takes his food to school. I've been doing that for about, 2.5 years now.
Yep, about the exact same time.
Yep. So he takes his water to school every morning. I make him breakfast every morning, 5:30, get up every morning, make him breakfast, make his lunch. And he goes there. He drinks 22 ounces of the water before he leaves the house, and he takes 22 ounces with him. When he gets in from school, he's back on the water soon he hit the door. Because I know the importance now. You know, so now I know the truth. So therefore, hey, why go backwards? You know, so it's very serious, you know, and so I'm just trying to bring awareness to people to understand that our body was made for this type of water. And I thank God that the Japanese technology is now in U.S.
Yes, absolutely. You and me both, hon. You and me both. So he's had quite a bit of improvement.
Oh,
and you know, because you know as well as I do that when we're talking to people about this water, people oftentimes they want specifics. They want real, you know, solid information. And so, you know, I think the more specific you can be about what he was going through compared to how he is now. And, you know, Ian, can you jump in the screen here, buddy? Let's see you.
come on in here, Ian.
I want to see that handsome mug of yours.
Hi.
No, bring it.
Hi.
Yes, come on in here. Yeah, say hi to the Kong family.
Okay. Come on over here, Mama.
Go, get on in there, buddy. Yeah, look at you, you handsome devil. Look at you.
All right, buddy.
So, Ian, what do you think about all this? So you've heard your mom sitting there talking, and you've heard me yammering. What do you have to say about all this? What do you think about your experience since you've started drinking Kangen water?
Well, before the 3.5 years that we've been drinking water, the Kangen water, it was not good. It was just not good. We were always sick. We never knew why. It was just, I felt angry all day. I never knew why. Even my mom here is going down the road that, well, diabetes.
Yeah, I was pre-diabetic. Yeah. And we were sick. But
Constantly sick.
yeah, we were. But you found out that by drinking the water, how did it help you when you started actually drinking the water?
Well, for one, I wasn't sick.
Well, yeah, but as far as your level of thinking.
Two, I was way more concentrated. I could focus a lot better.
Look in the camera, baby.
I could focus a lot better. I was energized.
Yeah.
I wasn't sleepy all day.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I wasn't sleepy at all. And what else? What am I missing? I was also a lot more active.
Yeah. At school too.
Every
And you noticed that. You noticed that when you would drink the water before school, then when you had gym, talk about that, your energy level.
Well, before I had gym in sixth period in 8th grade, 6th grade, I had gym in the morning. So I usually drink my water, get on the bus, go to school, and have gym. And when we had gym, I felt a lot more energized. I wasn't tired after pretty much sprint running.
Yeah, you said that.
And I could play the sports without feeling pain in all sorts of my body.
Yeah.
So before Kangen water, what was it like for you? Did you still do that with the gym, and were you able to what was it like before in that regards?
Well, in less than 30 seconds flat, sprint running, I'll be tired for like a whole 4 hours. I'm not joking.
Yeah, I remember.
4 hours.
I remember.
Sometimes if I exercise too good, my whole body will be feeling painful the next few days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing I did notice too. I noticed when I worked out as well. I would drink the water and I wouldn't have certain pains. And I realized that now it's the lactic acid that the water takes away that. Because normally when people work out, after they finish working out, they're sore. And I didn't have that, And it's the same thing that you didn't have either. When that sore, you wasn't tired.
So I can imagine, Ian, I'd like to ask you a question about this. I can imagine if you had gym at first period, that and that made you really tired, that probably made things pretty rough to get through the rest of the day. Am I correct? At school? Yeah. And that was probably pretty hard for you to concentrate in class and be able to do your schoolwork and whatever the teachers wanted you to do in the other classes. How would you say that things have improved for you in that regards, as far as being able to? So I'm imagining now that you're feeling better after gym, you're ready to rock and roll, and you go to the next class and read books or do math or English or whatever it is they got you studying. Have you found that it's a lot easier for you now? And was it really difficult for you before Kong?
In both ways, yes. In both ways, yes.
Can you kind of describe that for people, just because, people like to hear specifics and that kind of thing. And so, kind of describe a day at school before Kong. And then I like to think of things in life now on a timetable as before Kong and after Kong. You know, kind of like before Christ and after Christ. Now it's before Kong and after Kong. What do you have to say about before Kong versus after Kong? And try to be as specific as you can, buddy.
Well, before I had Kong and water, I was even though I was smart, I was a lot less focused. I usually came home with homework, spend almost a whole night doing it, and then take a shower and go to bed afterwards. Now, I come home with little to no homework because I finished it all before we leave, and feeling energized and be able to focus faster and think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not be scatterbrained.
Not be scattered. Yeah. Very focused now. He ends on his way to being a what?
A straight A student?
I'm proud of you. I really am. I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud of you too, buddy. I'm so excited. I've been so excited to meet you ever since I found out that we were going to be able to do this and that you were going to be able to be part of it. That's why we decided to do a special edition at this time of the day, was so you could be here. Because normally we do this at 8:45 in the morning, my time, and 9:45 in the morning, your time, but you would be at school. So we couldn't have you if we did it at that time. So like, hey, we're rocking with a different time today so that we can hear what Ian Ordaz Johnson has to say, baby. And so things are a lot better for you now. And what's it like for you as far as being able to like talk to other people? Has it has it improved your relationship with your fellow students, with your friends, things like that? Have you, what other things do you have to say to people about how it's helped your body improve itself so that your life could be improved?
Well, I definitely talk a lot more clearer. I'm not pausing oftenly.
I think you talk great. You sound really good to me, buddy. And I'm super impressed with where you're at, and I can't wait to watch your journey as we continue to have your mom on the show once a month from here until eternity, or however long we keep it going, and that kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to following your journey. And what kind of advice would you have for parents out there who have children that are in your situation?
To keep finding a way.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a way.
Yeah.
And what way do you know? Common water.
Yep. Common water.
Common water, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it, buddy. I love it. I'm so happy for you. And, what would be, if you had one thing that you could say to somebody about this water, what would it be?
That this water will change your life.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It changed our lives. It really did. And that motto is very true. I know a lot of people say, oh, it can't change it. How's it going to change my life? Well, all you got to do is drink it. First of all, stop being so skeptic about something that's different, because we've all been lied to.
Yeah.
That's the secret. We've all been lied to. And once you admit it, that, you know what, I'm not right about this. Let me go over here and just test the water. Let me see about this. And start drinking it. And then you will notice your body will start reacting to something that's helping it. There's no denying that.
So Ian, you mentioned that you've had a lot easier time with your homework and that kind of stuff. And in fact, you've even been able to do your work at school and hardly even had to bring homework home anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that that's helped out quite a bit with your grades and such. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's the case.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so what was your situation as far as like your grade? Well, you mentioned that it was really difficult for you to get your schoolwork done and that kind of stuff because you were so drained. What did actually happen as far as your grades are concerned? What kind of grades were you getting before Kong, and what kind of grades you getting now after Kong?
Well, I was a smart student, so I got A, B honor roll from time to time. Now I'm getting A, B honor roll more often.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Doing
Awesome.
Yeah. It's focused.
Rawr!
Right? I know. Focus
Come on, let's see it. Give me a chest stump. Come on here. Do your Kong.
Yes, Ian. Hey, Doc. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. What a great story, Ian. I'm so proud of you and so excited for you. And like I said, I can't wait to follow your journey as you move along, as you grow up into the incredible man that you're going to grow up into. And I'm just so happy for you that you're there helping your mom, because I know that you doing well is helping her do well. And, I've got another question for you. You ever talk to people at school about the water? Are you out there being a little Kong salesman at school?
Well, yes, actually. I've talked to my coach that I've known for, what is it now, 2 years?
And you got him. And what is he saying now? Now he's curious, huh?
Yep, he's curious.
You take your mom's business cards. Do you have your own business cards yet that you take to school with you and you're handing out business cards all day? Telling people about Kong's water?
Not yet. We're working on it.
Well, I highly recommend that you start being a little Kong salesman. By the time you're 18, you'll be doing whatever you want to do, and you'll have all the money you need to do things, and you'll be healthy as can be, and you'll have helped a whole bunch of people along the way, because you do have a powerful story, my friend. And what's happened to you, people are going to see it, they're going to feel it, because you can tell that it's coming from your heart. And I think that the sky's the limit for you, young man. And I can't wait to watch it all happen as the years go by. So, yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time to come on here with your mom today and share your story. And before you head out, do you have one last thing that you'd like to say to people about your story, about Kong and water, about your experience today coming on this show, whatever, just anything that you would like to leave as some parting comments from the show today?
Well, when things get tough, that's going to be a good time when something big's about to happen.
Right? Right. Yeah, you keep going. You're going to have obstacles. That's what I taught them. I said, don't expect everything to be hunky-dory all the time. You're going to have hard times, but it's how you go through them and how you grow through them. And that's what we've done. We both grown through our obstacles. And look where we're at now. My son, he's happy. He's grown up to be, I'm so proud of you. You're growing up to be such a strong young man. I already know great things are in store for you.
I love it, buddy. I love it. And by the way, you're welcome to stick around right here with your mom while we switch gears and head into another little subject here, because I know your mom wanted to talk today about, some personal development stuff and the business side of things and what this business and the water itself has done for her. And so What do you what kind of stuff would you want to point out, or little tidbits or things that you'd like to give out as what I like to call golden nuggets to the family, Aretha, as far as, you know, what have you done to be able to help manifest what you're trying to make happen?
Well, I have done a lot of personal development and time away. You can bitch you.
I'll be right back. I gotta use.
Okay, go ahead, buddy. You bitch you. You know, I have done tremendous personal development for myself to understand how, you know, the business work, the business side of it, with networking, meeting different people, meeting different souls. I knew, well, I thought I knew, I thought I knew how to do it, and I was going about it the wrong way because I was thinking about the money. I'm gonna be very honest about it. And I was seeing all the people that's, you know, been in the short amount of time, how they rose so fast. And I, you know, me being the type of woman I am, I can do this, you know, hey, I'm gonna do it like this here and I'm gonna do it like that there. And I found out real quickly that everything that I am being, I am attracting. So I was attracting the wrong things and the wrong people in my life at first. And I thought that I knew about it because of what I was seeing. So personal development played a really big part in my being successful, going into learning more about the company and learning more about how I'm presenting myself. And I'm still learning, you know, and I like that because it's a learning process. Now, once I got a hold of it and realized that I was doing this myself, then I had to start renewing my mind, you know, definitely getting educated on the people that was already doing it. So I learned from coaches. I really advise people to get a coach and to learn from people who've already done it. I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to come out here and spin, you know, just keep spinning my wheels, you know, not going anywhere. So it can be done. It has been done and people are doing it every day. So I said, you know what? I'm finna learn from the best. I'm finna learn from someone who been in my shoes, who started out, and now they are very successful, and I'm headed that way. So I encourage people who want to start a different life, don't know how to, want to get out of the 9 to 5, and turn over and say, you know what, I'm tired of exchanging time for money. I want to stay with my family. That's what I do love about this company. Now I can spend as much time as I want with my son. And I'm here every day with him and every night. So, well, while he's at school, I'm out doing my thing. But, you know, once he's in, I'm here. And I just want to encourage people that it's going to take some personal development. It's going to take some getting your mind together, getting your head together before you really jump in something. You know, it's going to take that first. So I definitely want to encourage people to do that.
Yeah, pretty much. We definitely want to encourage people never to give up, because that's the only way. I know we believe around here that the only way that you can fail at this business is if you quit, because we do have a product that everybody in the world needs.
Oh yeah.
And hardly anybody has that has no competition on the planet. There's no competition. And I always ask, like, find me another company that has that out there, that has something everybody needs, nobody has, that has no competition.
I can't
what
find
else
one.
can you possibly ask for
Right.
a business?
I can't find one. I can tell you, Now, since I'm in a different mind frame, I attracted, it's just like the people are coming to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, now since my mind is different, you know, last month, I don't know if you've seen, but I attracted Tamia Pathia Williams, you know, and I had been following her for over a year. And I said, you know what, one day I'm gonna meet her. But at the time, I wasn't in the right frame of mind to meet her. You know, she did call me, but it didn't go nowhere further than that because my mind wasn't right. You know, so now since I went back and got, you know, some training and constantly, you know, doing my affirmations and staying on schedule with my regimens and doing a routine thing every day, you know, my energy and my frequency lined up and it all started to come together, you know. So I'm living proof on both ways. You know, I'm living proof with the water, you know, being sick and then drinking the water. And now I am living proof with, you know, a new reframed mind that you attract what you are being. You know, so that's what I really wanted to, you know, really let people know that whatever you are being, it's going to come whether it's good or bad. You know, so, you know, I'm just a new person now as far as the way I think, what I eat, what I do every day. You know, I have to do this and it's okay with me because I traded a lot of time for money already and those days are over with.
Yeah. I love that. How has all that started to translate out into your business? Has your business picked up? Have you been able to get some machines sold and that kind of thing?
I'm definitely got some huge things in store. I got some people on board and machines are going to be sold. I'm not worried about that part because I know before that really, really comes, I still have to do the legwork. Yeah. It's the numbers game. I'm learning that now. Yeah. So the more I do demos, the more I show myself, the more I get out there. Everybody's not going to be open-minded. I see that now. But I know it's just like dealing in a deck. I know there's 4 aces in that deck. Okay? Yeah. I'm going to go through some 10s. I'm going to go through some kings. I'm going to go through some queens. I just got to keep looking for them aces. Yeah. And that's what it's about. I'm ready for it. I'm preparing myself. Now I'm getting all my business together, you know, and I'm ready. So you definitely will be seeing some videos coming out there, you know, some demos, some presentations. I'm learning as I go, and I'm earning as I go. That's really what it's about when you're an entrepreneur. Yeah. You learn as you go.
And your health is improving, continuing to improve, correct?
Oh, man, my health. Man, I didn't really recognize, you know, I didn't recognize how much weight I actually lost. And I can say one thing. I've tried different foods, and the water is doing what it's supposed to do, but at the same time, you still have to eat, you know, sensible. You still have to eat the right foods because you can't go eat a whole bunch of stuff and then expect the water to do some type of miracle. It is a combination, you know. So I'm still watching out what I eat. Don't get me wrong. I love pizza. It's one of my favorites, and my son's favorite too, right? Yeah. Right. We love pizza. But we've noticed ourselves if we eat too much acidic food, which pizza is one of them, yeah, our bodies will start it'll let us know, you know. So, you know, I'm rushing in the kitchen, you know, I'm trying to get water to, you know, the good thing about this water is that soon you start to drink it, it actually starts to absorb you can drink as much water as you want. I'm on 2 gallons, almost 2 gallons a day. So I'm not feeling full. That's the best thing about this water. You can drink it all day and not feel full because of the absorption in the body that is going to.
So how much water do you drink every day, Ian?
How much you drinking? About what?
A usual day is about a gallon.
How much?
About a gallon.
About a gallon.
That should be about right. How much do you weigh?
How much you weigh?
Around 105, 110, maybe 100.
Yeah, so you're perfect. You're drinking more than a gallon a day. That's more than a ounce per pound of your weight.
Yeah.
So you're really in good shape there. I'd definitely encourage you to try and keep on drinking at least that much, and if you can drink even more, that's even better.
Oh, yeah.
So that's great.
I cook with it. I wash my vegetables with it. I don't play around. You know, I'm actually, I brush my teeth with it. I gargle with it.
Yeah, clean with it.
I clean with it. I do everything with it. And here soon, I'm going to be getting the anti-spa to go in the shower. I would be chlorine totally free, you know. So I try to at least keep my showering and all that stuff down to about 15 minutes because I know what's in the water. You know, what it does. But that anti-spa is on its way, babe. I'm going to call it right into my existence.
I'm looking forward to hearing that day when you get that, baby. We just got one ourselves, and it's really nice. It is nice being able to shower in that water. You can feel the difference in your skin, and I really love that. So that's exciting to hear that you're on the path to getting one of those as soon as possible. And you know, the nice thing about getting that in spa is then it'll give you a second stream of income.
Right.
You know, then you start building your business down underneath that in spa, and every time you sell a machine, instead of getting one check, you'll be getting 2 checks.
Me too. That's what I said about I'm lining things up. I'm lining it up. You see what I'm saying? I'm learning how to build wealth in a long term, spread it out. Oh, yeah. I'm excited about this year. I'm not 6A yet, but next year, going across that stage is my dream to be a 6A. And that's where I'm headed.
Yeah, well, when you're writing down your goals, honey, write down 6A2-3. That's where you want to get to. You want that as your goal.
That's my long-term goal. My short-term goal is being to walk across that stage next year at a 6A at least. Hey, or more. I'm going to put it out there, 6A or more. But I definitely want to be a 6A going across that stage at the convention next year. And I'm not,
because we're talking about coaching and teaching and that kind of stuff. I want to encourage you, if you can, because tomorrow night we're doing another special episode of the show. We're going to be doing the show, I think, at 3 p.m. My time. No, we're going to be 5 p.m. my time, so it'll be 6 p.m. your time. It's 4 p.m. for Jerry Costeca in California. But he has an incredible array of tools that are all approved by Enagic. And one of the things that I highly recommend, that I'm in the middle of right now myself, and I think it's going to be one of the most powerful things that I've had at my disposal to learn from, and that's a book that he has, and he's doing an end of the summer sale on everything that's on his website. He's going to be talking about it tomorrow on the show. And this book is called Ride the Wave.
I think I heard of that.
And it is really, really, really good. And, you know, it's got some really interesting stuff in it that I think every Kangen distributor can utilize. And I know that what I'm going to do is every time I sign up a new distributor, I'm going to get them that book.
Yeah.
I'm going to encourage them to read that book, because if they're interested in the business, it's a fast track kind of thing to getting to 6A. And his website is called going6a.com. You can learn about that tomorrow, and then if you can't make it to the live version tomorrow, you can watch the recording and learn what's going on, and the time you have to be able to save on the sale that he's going to be doing.
Yeah.
He asked me if I would promote it, and I told him, how about we do a show? Let's get you on here, let you promote it.
Right.
Said, hey, great idea, let's do it. But yeah, he's one of the top money earners in the company, and he's been around doing it for, I think, 12 or 13 years now. And he works a lot with corporate, developing tools and sales things and all kinds of great stuff. And so, yeah, he's definitely a real blessing for us to have in our pocket as far as Kangen water distributors are concerned that are wanting to do the business. And so that was just something I thought I might let you know about. And then also at the same time, I can let everybody else know that we're doing that tomorrow. And so that'll be another great thing for you to be able, just more arrows in your quiver. That's right? More things to utilize. We can really never get enough learning material.
That's right.
Enough information. And I know if you're like me, you're trying to learn every day. You're trying to learn something new every day, new tips, new tricks, new things that you can do to help build this business and change the world, because that's what we're doing. And so yeah, that's very exciting stuff. And I'm really happy to hear that you're so into the whole concept of personal development. And you definitely have the right spot to be getting that.
I really, before actually doing the business, I was already doing affirmations, you know what I'm saying, like every day. I'm so happy and grateful now, and then some things came in my life and then I let it go. You know what I'm saying? I still was supposed to stay on there and still being happy and grateful. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to feel it on the inside, because most of us haven't came from a good childhood, and we carry that on into our lives, and it's going to stay there no matter what you do. You can go from one state to the next. I'm guilty of that. And it's still right there with you, so you have to do reevaluating. You have to renew your mind. You have to get these things in there to put in there something new, because your brain will play on you. And every time you try something new, it'll say, oh, wait a minute, no. Well, I don't know about that. So it has to become repetition. You have to do it on a constant basis. And I've learned that.
Yep. Repetition is definitely the key to success.
Yes.
And to happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's some great advice, hon. That really is. That's the kind of thing that we need here every day. That's what we're trying to help portray and get out there and teach. And that's what we hope is going to continue to add value so that we can ultimately accomplish our mission.
Yeah. And, and again, once you turn over from being something that you're so accustomed to, like a 9-to-5, I've done plenty of them. And once you turn your mind over, it is all on you. What you put out, how much you put in your business, it's on you now. So it's best to get some knowledge. It's best to clean you up so you can give good to what you're giving out. That's how I look at it. So I'm excited about that part of me. I'm excited about me discovering me, and loving me. I know the money's going to come. I have no doubt about that. I've had plenty of money before, but I already know that part is coming. But what I'm excited about, and truly excited about, is the new me. You know, I didn't know this person. You know, and I'm learning her every day, and I'm loving her every day. You know, so that is a big part into this business. Who are you really being? I've learned from motivational speakers. I'm learning right now that I need a coach. I need help, you know, and I have to invest in myself, and I have to invest in my business. And the ones that are on my team and coming in on my team, I'm going to give that same amount of love and coaching to them as well. You know, because we all want to be successful. We all want to, you know, reach our goals. And I'm very supportive, you know, so I encourage people that, you know, if you're trying to turn over to a different life, a different lifestyle, it's work involved. You know, you're going to have to dig deep, because this is you. And as long as you have faith and you're being consistent, tell me why it won't happen.
Yeah.
You know, tell me why it won't happen. So like I told my son, baby, I'm never giving up. Never. I'm not a quit type of person. You know, I'm going to find a solution to the problem.
I love it. And I love you, honey. You're just getting more beautiful every time I see you. And I love what's happening to you. I love the transformation that you're going through. And I'm so incredibly happy for you. And that was really neat getting to meet Ian. And like I said, I really look forward to following his journey as these next several years go by, and just seeing what, you know, how he transforms. Obviously, he's already transformed in a pretty huge way, and it's going to be really neat to see how that all manifests out over the years.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy and pretty excited for him, as I'm sure you are.
Oh yeah.
And I just want to say thank you so much for coming on the show with us today for our landmark 100th show.
Wow.
And it's so exciting that, you know, to think that we've been putting this on all this time, and you know, we've been changing lives, we've been helping people, and it feels good.
You do.
It really feels good to help people.
You do.
And I know for me, I've never had anything like this in my life, as far as, you know, a company and the people that are involved with this company, all the incredible people that we still have yet to meet, and still have yet to talk to.
Oh yeah.
And still have yet to learn from. And so I'm grateful that you're going to be coming in once a month. For everybody out there, Areatha is going to be coming in on the first Thursday of every month. And normally we'll be doing the shows at our normal time, which is 8:45 in the morning. But, you know, there's going to be times we're going to be doing them at this time of the day, so we can get Ian in here on the show too. And, you know, but yeah, Areatha, thank you so much for gracing the family today with your incredible story and bringing your son in here. I know that just the things that have been being said here on the live side, there's a whole bunch of thank yous and love yous. And like Ricky Bowden, he said, hey, sister, Memphis, Tennessee. He's in Memphis. And, you know, he's got a heck of a story to tell. I highly recommend that you guys hook up, if you're not already friended up, with Rick G. Bowden.
Okay.
On Facebook. You should get friended up with him. He's a super guy. He actually has an incredible story. He actually died and went to heaven and came back. And so he's got a great story to tell. But there's just, I don't know if you've been checking out the live side while you've been on here, but there have been loves and likes and stuff just flying up the screen left and right during the whole show.
I love them too. I mean, it's all genuine here. You know, it's all real. I am the real deal here, and I'm taking this thing by just every day, learning, improving, you know, elevating, I'm getting help with my own issues, that I've had and to overcome. So I encourage people to keep watching and to see the growth in me, to see me and my son just grow in the company as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing is if you can do it, so can they. If I
Right.
can do it, so can they.
That's right.
There's nothing real miraculous or special about either of us. We're just normal, everyday people
Right.
trying to love life, trying to help people,
Right.
and trying to help ourselves at the same time. And, I always say, if I can do this, anybody can do this. And so I'm just out here to help. And I love it that people like you are so gracious with your time to come and share your stories with us. And the stories are what are going to change the world. And so thank you so much for coming in and sharing your story again. And I look forward to having you next month at the same bat channel and the same bat day. And, and we can have a little bit more fun and talk about, what's happened over the last month and what other new things you've learned and, whatever we can do to bring value to the family, I think will benefit everybody along the way. And so that's what our goal is. We just want to change the world, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. We are changing the world.
Yeah. And how are we doing that again?
With one drink at a time, with one glass at a time.
Amen. One glass of hydrogen-rich, oxygen-saturated, incredibly hydrating, Kong 9.5 at a time, one lightning bolt in a box, one awesome angel of a guest at a time, and, one fun episode, one educating episode, one incredible family at a time. We're changing the world.
Oh, yeah.
So I just want to encourage you to remember to never forget your hugs.
Oh,
Hugs,
thank
these are
you,
really,
Jay.
really important.
Thank
Yourself
you.
hugs and loves. And don't forget your HooDeeHoooo. And we got to teach Ian how to HooDeeHoooo. He's got to let those hugs roll. But
I'm pretty sure he'll get it.
so thank you so much once again. I really appreciate you coming in here with us again. And look forward to seeing you next month. Look forward to seeing you out there on the big wide web and, just seeing what's going on. So definitely keep in touch. And,
Will do.
I'll be following what you're doing. And get out there, change the world, starting with your own.
Oh, yeah.
All right, honey. Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
All right.
And, have yourself an awesome weekend when it gets here.
You
And
too.
I look forward to talking again soon. And I'll get you that information about the hats. The next time that rolls past me, I'll fire that over to you.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, honey. Love ya. HooDeeHoooo. Have a great one.
You too.